Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Favor. For those who are stepping here for the first time, I say welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. And for my returning subscribers, I say thank you very much for always coming. I know for my top male, everybody already knows what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Guys, I'm going to be giving my own very best advice to single ladies. So guys, if you're so interested to watch this video, just keep watching. Okay guys, I'll start by saying that don't sleep with him until he is ready to die for you. Somebody will ask me, how can you say that? Until he's willing to die for me? Yes, until he's willing to die for you. Seriously, ladies, I'm not being over dramatic. I'm not being over legalistic. I'm not being over prodigy. I'm just being sincere and serious to you that you shouldn't sleep with him until this guy is ready to make an ultra commitment to you, to promise God that he's going to love you, and to tell your parents or your family that he is going to cherish and love you for the rest of his life before you can now go ahead and do whatever you want to do with him. Because guys, to be sincere with you, if this guy loves you, if he comes to you, tell him, until you are ready for all this, I can't give myself to you. That is why you know if actually he loves you or not. That is when you know if he is willing or the kind of relationship he wants you to have with him. Tell him, if you know you are ready for marriage and a guy comes to you, ask him those questions. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ask him, push the questions to him. If he is ready, then he is going to follow the rightful thing to do. He is going to do it rightfully, and it's actually going to belong to him. Then he cannot go ahead and do whatever. Your body now will belong to him. Guys, what I'm saying here is not that if a guy comes to you and tells you he loves you, he wants to have a relationship with you, you start telling him, if you can accept that, you will love me to the rest of your life. If you can accept that, you will take me to the pulpit. If you can accept that, you will do this, you will do that. I didn't say if he can accept. I said if and only if he is going to do all these things. I didn't say when he says yes, I will do. He might say I will do, but he will do it. He will not do it. So if you feel that because he has accepted that he will do, you not take your body and give it to him, at the end you're going to regret it. Please, let us just try to understand what I'm saying. God knows what he was talking about, and God knows why he said sex should only be between married people. God did not recognize sex between boyfriends or girlfriends or unmarried people. The reason why God recommended sex only to married people, he wasn't dull. He got the reasons. So if you do it against the context of which it is meant, you're going to have the consequences. Yeah, you're going to have the consequences. If you are being fooled around, if you leave yourself to be fooled around, you're going to bear the consequences. Because he knows and he knew what is going to be or come of us if we have it outside marriage. So it shouldn't be an exciting thing. It shouldn't be something that you were so happy to have, so excited, pleasure. It shouldn't be that. At this your single stage, ladies, you have to make good use of it. Make good use of this your single age so that when you get married, you will not regret it. My mother used to tell me that do something, whatever you are doing, make sure that it is something you'll be able to confess. So there are a lot of things that we do when we are single, and when we get married, we cannot even tell them to our spouse, to our husbands, we cannot really open up to tell them that this is what I did. I had this number of boyfriends, I've slept with this number of people. It will be very difficult. So if we avoid all this, it's going to help us, and it's going to make our minds clear and clean, even at the sight of God. Yeah. So taking this bold step is going to help you, and it's going to help the society at large. Because today there's so much out there, a lot of uncertainty out there, a lot of rascality. Guys don't want to grow up. So if you do such things, you come to realize that there are so many negative consequences that will be by your side. Imagine that this guy meets you and tells you he loves you, and maybe you were a virgin and the guy is virgin you, and before you know it, the guy is gone. What the guy needed, he has taken it and he has gone with it. It's not every guy that you will meet and say, oh, I met this girl a virgin, I'm going to marry her, who has that conscience. No, there are a lot of them out there. It's not those who will come with gifts, those who will come with flattery stuffs. They are fake. So you understand that at the end of the day, you start regretting everything. But if you hold yourself together, you take this bold step and make guys to understand that you are not that cheap, and you have a reason, you have a purpose for living. That's not your purpose, and you cannot just sell yourself. You cannot live to be fooled around by anybody. You have your own potentials, your own way of life, and the way you want your own life to be. Now, guys, you come to realize that by the time you start doing such thing, it's going to be on your own part. All the negative aspects will be on you. Come to think of it, a guy impregnates you. He is not willing. You are forced to become a mother, whether you like it or not. If you get pregnant when you're single, you are forced to become a single mother. The guy is not ready to become a father or a husband. You understand? The guy is not ready to become a father or a husband. So whatever you do now is based on you. If the guy is not really responsible, he won't even take care of the child. And as you are there struggling with the pregnancy, struggling to give birth, you bring burden to your family. As you people are struggling, he's out there looking for another lady to pursue. He's out there looking for another lady to fool around. And you are there suffering. And if that lady does the same thing you did, he will do that to that same lady and eventually run away from that lady as well. But if you do what I'm saying now, the other lady does what I'm saying now, ladies keep doing this, you're going to reduce this spirit of guys flirting around. They will know that I saw a guy who told me that I have to work money and get married. I have to be responsible. I have to forget about this life because girls, the kind of girls I want, the kind of things they are telling me, I have to work hard, go just look for one and marry. Yeah, because there are some girls out there who are ready just for serious relationship. And if you meet a guy who loves you and you tell him that, he already know the kind of woman he is going to marry. But if you meet a guy and he says, yes baby, yes darling, this, that, you are my sugar and my tea, you are this, they keep fooling you around. Or the guy is even a serious guy, he wants to marry, but he wants to start a relationship with somebody who is mature, somebody who is, serious, somebody who has a good material content, you understand? Yeah, somebody who has quality. And he comes to you, before you know it, some will even try you to know who you are. And if you give yourself to it, they'll say, this is not the right person. This is not the person I wanted. They're going to leave you. And probably at that particular moment, they're going to have the sex with you and leave you and go away. So girls, ladies, please, let's try to grow up. Growing up doesn't mean you're a big girl, you dress big, you dress sexy, you sleep around, you attend parties. No. Let's take this our singlehood and look and do something very grateful for ourselves, do something very important to ourselves, and you're going to enjoy everything. Today, men have refused to grow up. A lot of men, a lot of guys out there, they have refused to grow up. You see a very big man, but the kind of way he behaves, the kind of life he's living, he's not ready. He's not ready to become a husband. He's not ready to become a father. So you should know, when a man comes to you, pose these questions to him. Tell him, if he's ready, people move along. If he's not ready, good and fine. Let him stay. So always ask them this question: what they need to do so that they can be yours, or you people can be together. So we are in a culture that men have seen ladies like they are so cheap, or each time they want to satisfy themselves sexually, they just meet them. So I'm just trying to make us understand that as a lady, you shouldn't make yourself that cheap. You shouldn't be that kind of a person that she will always be men's place of rest or place of deposit. Rather, if a man comes to you, okay guys, there's this question I want to ask now. What do we do in a society where, in a culture where, in a city where, in a country where, in a place where men or boys refuse to become men? Because you see boys or male from the age of 20, maybe 27 to about 35, they are still very contented with living like boys. They don't care. So what do we do to such, or what do we do in such case? My answer is refuse to sleep with them. Refuse to sleep with them until they are ready to die for you, until they are ready to follow all the necessary rights that they have to do. Refuse to sleep with them. Now, this is not the best answer to that question. This is not a perfect answer to the question. This is not the only answer to the question. Yet, it is a practical step in solving the current problem. So, that is why today I came just for stay away from sex. Don't sleep with him. Don't sleep with the guy unless he is ready to do all this. That is why I came today, just for that. Okay guys, imagine how different the world is going to be when the only way for a man to have sex with a lady is when he sees an attractive lady, an intelligent and smart lady, tells him that the only way for me to have sex with you is for you to be willing, or for you to follow the necessary rule. Imagine how the world is going to look like. Imagine the difference you are going to see. Come to think of it, how the world is going to look like. Because this is a very current situation that is plaguing our society today, because men have refused to, boys have refused to be men. So by the time all beautiful, smart, intelligent ladies decide to put this condition to men, the world is going to look different. It's going to have another face. Yeah. Okay, ladies, what if women or ladies decide to say, I don't sleep with men, and tell men, if you want to get married to me, or if you want to marry me, get a job. If you want to marry me, live out of your parents' house. If you want to marry me, date me for at least 1 year for me to see the different aspects of your life. If you want to marry me, use your God's given gifts to do good to another person. If you want to marry me, become a spiritual leader. If you want to marry me, stop flirting around. If you want to marry me, stop looking at other women. If you want to marry me, make sure you are financially stable. If you want to marry me, oh my God, if you want to marry me, prepare to take me as your priority after God. Why don't you tell them this? Try it, try it, try it, try it. Instead, many ladies move around sleeping with men and assuming that they are going to change them. Why they are sleeping with the men? They keep saying that these men are going to change. They love me and I love them. And I believe that though the guy is still a boy, he's going to change. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Most ladies feel that they can change boys to men. No, you can't change them. If you feel that you should give them what they want at that moment, that's not what's going to make you change them. Yeah, it's not going to make you change them actually. So for you to say, boy, you will change a boy to become a man, it's just a singing group. It's just a singing group. That's just it. You can't try. It can't go. So I want to tell you people that it's not a job description for women. I beg. Changing a boy to man is not a job description for women. So let us grow up and do what. So guys, ladies, today was your game. Today was for you. So think about it. Check it out. Reflect and make a good decision for yourself. So this is the end of this video. If you find this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Please, you can also share the video. Bye.